Hey traders, hope you all enjoying your weekend. And it was yet another great week in regards with forex, commodities, and also some good trades we discussed in the live session. That is what I'm going to talk about in the first part of the video. But like I always show you the profits, I keep on reminding you the losses as well, as trading is all about winners and losers. I don't want you guys to carry it away when you see a winning streak. That is why I keep on reminding you this losing streak, right? Losing streak here. And this was something I talked about when we were right at here. I made a video and I discussed about this losing streak. If you were watching me from last couple of months, you know that we have discussed about that. And we were here, and I keep on mentioning these losses every other week. Until when? Until we start to see a winning streak right here. So that is why when you see this type of streak, don't get carried away and start increasing your risk. I want to also show you and remind something about this month right here. And after that, I also want to remind you about this winning streak, a big winning streak. Now, if you're someone who have no respect for risk management, let's say you have a losing streak right here and you don't know what's coming up next, right? This was something that was coming up next. We don't know the future, but if you were under the risk and we survived this losing streak, now after this losing streak, if you were disciplined enough, you have made all the money back with profits after this big winning streak right up to here. Then yes, we had some choppy months, but overall, as you can see, we have more winning trades throughout the year. And then right from here, we had a losing streak. Then the future comes afterwards. If we survived, we had this month. Overall, if you go back and see, we are up 104% in gains. 10K account balance has gone up to 20K. We don't know what's coming next, but I will again keep my risk low accordingly. And these are the trades that's taken on 2% of risk only. So always remember, make sure you manage your risk accordingly. And this is something I teach my students in the full course. Now, in the first part, we're going to talk about the trades I mentioned last week, then the trades we took in the live session, the reports I've sent to the members including DXY, all the major and soft commodities, some forex trades we took, losers we took, a heartbreaker trade we took. That is what I'm going to talk about, and what to avoid and how you can maximize your profits. I want to give you some good knowledge in the first part of the video so that it will help you to take efficient trading decisions. I promise you, you're going to learn tons of knowledge and you might pick up something from me that will help you in your trading. So if you want to watch the first part of the video, that's awesome. Means you are really serious to learn trading. If not, if you're someone who say, cut this crap, just jump on directly to the analysis part, you can always refer to the timestamp you can see in the timeline of this video, to the analysis part of this video. I'm going to start with copper. Now for me, I was only interested in taking buy trades. A zone report was sent to the members last week, as you can see right here on 22nd of September. Now, as the price broke above this zone, means the direction has been changed from bearish to bullish after breaking above the previous high. Now, if you've seen my video how to identify the trend shifts, then you know how you can trade these patterns. Feel free to check the video how to trade trend shifts. It's in my playlist. Once that happens, we were only looking for buy trades. Now this zone was already sent to my members that to look for your buy condition. Now not everyone is my MMTA full course student. Most of you are also just a priority member or plus members who just look for the confluences, look for my areas, look for my area of interest where I'm personally interested to buy, and then they implement their own strategies to buy or sell the market. Now this was sent to you, possible zone from where the copper price will likely to head higher. Now right here, as you can see, it pushed up massively as we expected and predicted. After a retest of this zone, the price massively pushed up. Now I did not enter this trade because I wanted to see some sort of bullish engulfer or double bottom from this zone. That is why I did not enter. But I want to show you how the zone nicely reacted. And for someone who's just a member, you can also benefit from my zones that likely to react most of the time. Next, I want to show you this sugar trade. Now, if you are my member, then of course you get basic mentorship where I can direct you how and what to do once the condition happens, and that is how you learn. Now, I get the questions from the members that, Omar, you have sent this zone, now we have a bearish engulfer, what to do and how the targets will look like. Now, I send these zones to you not as the signals, so zones to you so that you can figure out the entries. How you figure out the entries? You learn from my trade alerts. Now I want to show you this trade alert, and I want to show you the similar forex trade as well. I want to come back to this topic very shortly. Now look at this trade at the zone, and I want to show you one more trade, which is AUD USD. And with that, AUD USD was sent as, this was the zone that was sent to my members, exactly as sugar. Now I've sent these zones, I've leave it to the members, figure out the entries. Once we have an entry, we're going to take our trades. Now if we have a similar entry on commodity, forex, crypto, wherever you want to trade, if you have a similar entry, I'm going to enter with the exact same condition. This is something I call aggressive entry. Now right here, I mentioned to my members that once we have a price inside this zone, I'm going to look for my entry condition on smaller time frame. Now once the price hit my zone on a 4-hour time frame, we had this bearish candle, bearish engulfer, and with that, let me show you one trade alert right here. So it was a trade alert that was sent to the members. This is the exact way for me to enter this trade. As you can see, the price is inside the zone with the description. As you can see, that is visible to members. Once the price is inside the zone, once we have a bearish engulfer, which is something I talk about in my YouTube videos as well, I'm going to take my sell trade. So this was sent as a zone, and for this pair I've sent the trade alert so that you can look for the exact entries on the other platform. So coming back on sugar. Now this was the zone that was sent to the members, but the trade alert was not sent because I want you guys to rely on your own analysis and learn from my trade alerts rather than relying on someone for the signals. So you see right here we had a bearish engulfing pattern, and with that I've got a question from a member right here, and right here someone says that I bought sugar right at this point, and I've answered that yes, with this type of entry I would have my SL at this point and same amount of take profit. Now right here, that is how I give you a basic mentorship if you are in my basic plan, but if you're my student, you get full mentorship with my Discord group access where we can talk instantly. Now right here we had stop loss as mentioned in my email, and take profit of 1-to-1 target has been hit. If you would have gone to 1.4-to-1, that would have hit easily, as you can see right here. So that is how you learn from these zones. It is very important to mark zones accurately. Once you do that, look for some sort of bearish pressure. What is my bearish condition? Bearish engulfer. With that, we had an overbought situation in the RSI, and everything was going in my favor. The odds were in my favor. With that, we had a stop loss there in case the price dramatically push up. We are protected. I've shown you the trade journal at the start of the video where we had a losing streak. That's why we had a stop loss. We want to survive the losing streak, not blowing up all the money in a single trade. So that is what you need to learn, and I hope that give you a lesson that do not enter blindly. I did not enter at this bearish engulfer because there is no reason. Yes, we were overbought, but we were not in the zone. We have two confluence. One is we are in the zone. Second is we had a bearish engulfer. Third is we are in overbought situation. So combining all that, we had a very good entry condition, and we took this entry. Then we have what? We had a massive fall out of crude oil. This was a zone sent to the members. No ifs, no buts. Once the price is inside my zone, inside my bearish area, I'll be looking to enter my sell trades on smaller time frame. The zone was sent on a daily, and what do we have? We took an entry on 4-hour, followed by swing high, bearish engulfing pattern. Nice entry condition and a nice fall out of the zone, and this was a trade that was mentioned to you in my YouTube videos as well. So there's no excuse that you have not been informed. Yes, this could have pushed against me. Again, that for that you need to have your stop loss. But you see, we entered right here with an entry condition, not blindly. So again, the confluence bearish engulfer, with that, we had a divergence in the RSI. We were in the zone, so we had two technical factors going in our favor. So that is how we need to be looking at the market, not with a fear, not with the guesses. We had a buy entry here, right, and then we had a sell entry here, all with condition. Double bottom, bearish engulfer, pushed up, pushed down. No ifs, no buts. If you know the rules, then no one can stop you to become profitable trader. And examples are right in front of you. Now I'm going to show you one heartbreaker trade. Now this was a heartbreaker trade for me because it just barely hit my stop loss and quickly pushed back down. Now that did not hurt me because first I was within my risk, so I have not lose much money. Yes, I did lose, but I was under my risk. Now right here, if you see, I enter with a bearish engulfer and price pushed back up, hitting my stop loss. Now that is a part of process. I want to show you the losses because it is a part of trading. If you have a winning streak, expect a losing trade as well, but make sure you can able to survive for the next trade. I want to show you a good example of that next. Right here, you see exact same condition on AUD JPY. We had an aggressive entry with a double top pattern as well. Now here, this was the trade with the exact same pattern. After a losing trade, nice double top, and as you can see right here, that was sent to the members last week as well, that we had a double top pattern, and this was the trade, the live running trade I have already shown you in my last weekend's video. Let me show you that right here. So it is my live running trade, and that was also sent to my members. Now I entered right here at this double top because it is not a very clear double top, but it is a valid area from where I was looking to enter my trades. Looking at this valid double top, I entered this trade. Now I'm going to show you that as well, a screenshot that was sent to the members. Now this was the only trade I've shown you that I'm in the trade, and do not take this trade because that could be a losing trade, but that turns out to be a winner. And if you have seen my last week video, and if you have taken that, then of course you have made money, but it is not something I recommend you guys if you just take in random trades. But yes, if you follow me, if you are with me from last couple of months or years, then at the end of the year, I always calculate my profit. So here, as you can see, double top pattern, we entered a risky trade, but that has nicely pushed down, hitting more than 1 to 1. 1.4 to 1 reward risk ratio. 1 to 1 is something I recommend to beginners because once you are profitable, having a good winning rate, then start managing your trade. I want to show you one more trade which is exactly the same, and from the zone. Now I've shown you the multiple trades that happens at the zone. Aggressive entry right here, and EURCAD was double top entry. Now that was a risky trade and the zone was risky. I want to enter in a less aggressive way, which is my double top pattern. That worked out nicely. But aggressive entry right here, we're getting a possible double top, but I've already entered aggressively, not just entered blindly. Now this was sent to my members last week that I'll be looking in this area for my possible entries. Now I've sent a trade alert for the different trade, but you see how nicely we are getting entries in the other market. The zone which I sent to my members every single week for multiple forex pairs, commodities and indices, and these are the only areas I personally pay attention throughout the week, and that is something I share with my members, and I also share with you guys on YouTube in my free videos, some zones especially for commodities, but for the forex and the other instrument I sent to my members. Now right here, the price was in my zone, and what do we have with that? The price inside the zone, factor number 1. Price forms a bearish engulfer, factor number 2. Price forms the overbought situation, factor number 3. So that turns out to be a strong combination for my entry, and today nicely hit 1.4 to 1 targets. Of course, the initial targets were 1 to 1, but nicely hitting my target. So that is how we need to be looking at the market. These were the trades that I call a counter trades or a reversal trades from the zone. Now, if you remember, of course you should remember if you follow me, that I always talk about pullback entries, bullish or bearish. Now, one trade we took, which is my pullback entry bearish. Now, these are the entries I talk about in my videos a lot. Now, I'm going to show you the factors in this trade as well. Now, this was the trade that was sent to my members as an alert to look for exact same conditions and learn from these trade alerts rather than following some fake signal providers who don't even show their faces when they send the signals. They might be buying from someone, selling it to you, making money off you. But for me, my goal is to teach you, show you the entry pattern so that you can learn from it and try to backtest and make the strategies out of that. If you're just a member, if you're my student, of course you get a full structural plan of trading. But right here, what are my factors? Factor number one, the price was trading in between my zones. So all I'm looking at, pullback entry, is it a bearish or bullish? Of course bearish. Why is that? Because we are below 50 EMA. My rule is very simple. If you are below 50 EMA, just sell trade. If you are above 50 EMA, just buy trade. But if the price reaches my counter trade zones, we gonna ignore the EMAs and take sell trade. If the price reaches my counter trade support zone, I'm gonna take my buy trades, ignoring the EMAs. So here we were between the EMAs, we were between the zones, and we're below 50 EMA. So all I'm interested in taking sell trade with this bearish engulfer that happens below 50 EMA. Factor number one, bearish engulfer below 50 EMA and 20 EMA. Factor number two, we have a bearish engulfing pattern. With that is the previous structure. The previous structure has been broken recently, which is right here. Price pushed down, pushed back up, break below the structure. Now the structure was broken, and all I want to wait for the price to come back and retest this level. That was a previous level of support, a little anchor, and price forms a bearish engulfer at my structure level. So all the factors were going in my favor. That is why I decided to enter this bearish trade, hitting, for me, it was 1.5 to 1 reward to risk ratio. The reason is that because I want to manage this trade till this recent low. For me, that was a good reward to risk ratio, but for the members, that was 1-to-1 target looked something like this, which was 80 pips, but for me, I managed it till 120 pips. Euro USD, I could not enter this trade, but nicely reacted from my zone, pushing down from my zone. As you can see from here, we had a nice fall of 91 pips, but I did not enter as we had no condition. Like again I mentioned, if you're someone who use my zones, implement your own strategy, it is worth having that as well. And as you can see from the zone, price has nicely reacted. Now GBPUSD, I want to show you this trade as well. Now it was a trade right here. Even if you have entered right at the 50% retracement, which is here, and let's say you want to keep your stop loss below and take profit 1-to-1. With that, your 1-to-1 target is hit easily. If you're someone who want to manage it, I would manage it till 1.618 retracement if you want to go 1.621. But it is something that was also mentioned in my live session. That is why I will highly recommend you guys, if you are in my priority group, please watch my live session. That will help you to learn and interact with me 1-to-1. Let me show you the clip from a live session. It is not something I'm just saying. It is something we have already talked about in a live session. Fibonacci pullbacks right to 50%. Buy limit order 1.618 retracement will be my target. So I'll keep my Fibonacci tool here if I want to enter aggressively. So I'm just taking buy trades for this one. Awesome. So as you can see how nicely the price pushed up, hitting 1-to-1 targets. But again, if you're managing it, it is an area I'm expecting a price to head to, which is right here, 1.618 retracement. But that is also a good amount of profit of 86 pips has been hit easily. With that, NZDJPY, I mentioned to my members that someone asked me a question that what to expect from NZDJPY. My answer was I'm bullish for NZDJPY. As you can see, we had this bullish engulfing candle, and from here the price for me hit 93 pips profits, and as you can see, it reacted nicely from my zone. It did not form a bearish condition. I would have entered if we had, but it reacted from my zone. And let me show you. I'll be more interested in taking buy trades for NZDJPY. Looks like it's going to push higher. But if let's say we have a strong bearish engulfer, you see, like this, then I'm going to go short term only. So I might go 1-to-1. Awesome. So you see, just by following simple rules, which is what? Observation, which is you are observing the market. If it's up or below 50 M20 EMA, we are a bullish engulfer. My observation is I'm going to stay in buy till here. Then we have a condition, we had a bullish engulfing pattern. Then we have entries, which is right here. Then we have our targets, which is set exactly like this. If you follow all these four factors, then nothing can stop you to become profitable traders. That is how you need to be taking your trades with conditions only. I hope you got a value out of the first part of the video. I have shown you the losing trade, which we had one USD JPY, just one losing trade, and overall we came back in profits. And we had DXY, which is something I've already mentioned to my members, that I'm expecting a weakening in dollar index, and the results will be gold will push higher. Clearly mentioned, and as you can see, the gold has pushed higher right here, nicely pushing up. This is something I've also mentioned in my live session. Let me show you a clip from that. DXY is ranging sideways, and we already had a bounce before, and looks like it's going to fall from here as we are below 50 and 20 EMA, and we're expecting a price now to push down. We still have this support here, but not looking very good. So it looks like a dollar index is going to push down. Hope you got a value out of the first part of the video. Second part is going to be commodity analysis. Of course, this week we had some interesting moves out of commodity, especially nat gas hitting our targets, nicely pushing up. That is what we're going to talk about in second part, which is nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil, starting with natural gas. So before I continue, let me show you the clip from my last video so that we can connect the dots from there. Now, at this point, I'm still looking at this level here on NEMEX. What I'll be looking at exactly just a pullback. It could be right here to level 1 and then possibly push back up, or just simply just look for the pullback and pullback entry bullish here on this platform. The price still did not hit 50% retracement, but you can see the double top pattern has been formed at the minor level. Now, looking at this double top pattern, I'm expecting a good and deep pullback. That could be 50% retracement on this platform. I'm still looking at the price to head down to 50% retracement and bounce back up. Hit 1.618 retracements. If you're an aggressive trader, just a limit buy limit order here. Stop loss can be below and take profit right here. Perfect. And let me show you how nicely the price pulls back after forming a double top pattern. Now that could be taken as a sell trade as well from this minor zone by taking entry right here, keeping a stop loss above the zone, and take profit could hit nicely something like this. Now after that, as we had a 50% retracement from where we were expecting a bounce, so that is why take profit could be till 50% retracement. So that is how I take my trades. Now after that, what do we have? Price nicely hit 50% retracement exactly. Now you need to adjust the Fibonacci tool when you see a new highs. Now it is something I teach my students, Fibonacci entries with the exact rules. I have few lessons on that. That is why it is not very easy to explain all the rule in my single videos. But as you can see, this after this new high from this candle to this zone, we had our Fibonacci tool set, hitting 50% and nicely pushed the price high. We do have this bullish candle right here as well, but aggressive entry has been hit nicely, and price also hit the level of resistance. Now we are in the resistance level, but I'm still looking at 1.618 retracement for the bigger target. If you have exit at this zone, that is also a safe play. If you are someone who are managing it, please move your stop loss to break even if you want to manage to 1.618 retracement, and try to grab all the profits by moving your stop loss above and grab the profits as the price push higher, or keeping your stop loss below the EMAs. Now it is a good level, not a major level, but a level from where we can see some good push down. Now we are in the zone which is 2.974 goes to 3.958. I'm going to go through NEMEX and capital.com in a very short while. So it is a zone from where we were expecting a price to push and head to. We are in this level. Now all I want to see, bearish engulfing candle, a next candle. If we have that, I'm going to go short, or if we have a double top pattern, I'm gonna go short. If the price goes inside the zone, forms bearish engulfer in the upper level or double top in the upper level, I'm gonna go short. So that is what I'll be simply looking at. Now let's say there is no signal. How do you know if you're gonna go short or not? If the price just generally push up, pulls back, possible retest of the recent anchor that has been broken, which is right here, and then price forms bullish engulfing pattern, I'm still gonna go long. Doesn't matter if we have a resistance, but we're gonna go long. I'm gonna use 1 to 2 ATR for my initial target. So either a sell trade if we have a double top or bearish engulfer, no condition if we have a pullback after hitting this zone followed by bullish engulfer. I'm gonna go long till I see my condition. Exit, look for the sell condition. So now I also want to show you something very important here, because I get this message a lot that, oh my, if you're going to take entries on 1 hour or a daily time frame, shall we use the same strategy? I'm going to show you a good entry right here. We had an exact pullback entry bullish. If I'm a student, then that is a valid entry that nicely pushed the price high. Retest of this anchor with a bullish candle push the price high. It is a daily candle, and if you're someone who could wait after the close of this candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days till this resistance level, then if you're patient enough, then it is something for the long-term trader as well. Now, as you can see, this daily candle is a strong bullish candle where the market has closed right here. And as you can see, good few daily candles. And if you look at the weekly time frame, we have 1, 2, 3 weekly candles. We have a strong bullish pressure, and that is why we have a chance the price can still go up and come back down, leaving a wick here. On a smaller time frame we could see and enter some trades, but on a higher time frame we still have a chance the price can still go up to this zone. And if we have a bearish condition, a clear bearish condition, only then we're going to take our trades. But expect a price to push up still, and could be to the highest level of the zone right here, and the very next candle can then close back down. That is why conditions are very important. Do not get caught up in the fear of missing out. We still have a good chance the price will push up, keep on heading higher till this 1.618 retracement, and then forms some sort of bearish signal within this area. So keep an eye, sell or buy. That is what you need to decide. We are still bullish unless we see bearish condition in this zone. If the zone is broken, if the push up is strong enough, then we are looking at the major level right above, which I'm going to adjust and inform you guys in my upcoming videos if the price breaks above this level. Next up on NEMEX. Now here on NEMEX we already had a 50% retracement and price nicely pushed up and heading towards a major area. Is 2.990, goes to 3.126. Now simply just look for your pullbacks, pullback entry bullish, and keep on taking long. Still we are in this area. Look for the double top or bearish engulfer to go short. Good level, major level here on NEMEX. That is why if the price head to this level, we're going to see some sort of good and big reactions. That could be a big pullback to 50 EMA as well before the price will push up. In a longer term, we are still bullish. If you're looking at this level, I'm looking at this level in the longer term if the price breaks above the level. But for now, just a pullback entry bullish. Now you see here, if you are my student, I've clearly mentioned in my last video, if you have a bullish engulfing pattern, I'm gonna go long. We have a bullish engulfer and price just pushed up nicely from here as shown in my NEMEX part of the video. 1.618 retracement of Fibonacci level is a good level of resistance with this bearish engulfer. Now a shout out to my students. If you are learning my course, the U-turn strategy has nicely played out here. You could have sold here and take your profit here, buy here and take your profits here. That is how we need to be taking the trades. It is something my students are learning as well. So only pullback entry bullish till we are in the zone above, which I've just mentioned here on Owanda. Pushing up after hitting my recent anchor right here, which was mentioned in my last video. After hit of 50% retracement, it is still pushing up. All I'm waiting for the price to form a pullback. Could be a deep pullback to 50 EMA before the price will head higher. Looking at this minor level here on Owanda, right here from where the price dramatically push down. That is why I'll be looking at this level above. In case you're brand new on this channel, is 2.854, goes to 2.953, a level from where I'll be looking for the possible sell trades. For now, price will likely to head higher after the pullback and keep on pushing higher till this level, from where we're going to look for the possible sell trades. Next up, we have gold. We are now in a process of a pullback, which as you can see right here. Now at this point, 50% is an area, or it could go down to 3.82 retracement as well. So 25% to 50% retracement is my buffer area for aggressive entry. Now this was something I talked about way before in my videos. When I started making videos, I started Fibonacci levels, and a buffer area, if you follow me from the day one, you know what buffer area is, which is 25% to 50% retracement. So price could go within this buffer zone and then push back up. But for the limit orders, I keep my limit order at 50% retracement. So if you're an aggressive trader, you can enter the limit order, then you can go either 1-to-1 by keeping a stop loss below here, or you can go 1 ATR your stop loss and take profit. You can go 2 ATR if you want to get a better reward to risk ratio. So expect a pullback to 50% and then price will likely to head high. Now for less aggressive trader, just a pullback above 50 EMA followed by bullish engulfer will be my pullback entry, and I'm gonna go long using ATR for my targets. Here on silver, price just formed a head and shoulder pattern, and looking at that, I'm now expecting a price to give us some sort of pullbacks. It could be till this recent anchor, which is 29.97 goes to 30.42, from where we can see a possible push down and the push back up. So that is what I'm expecting with looking at this bearish engulfer zone was also sent to members. I'm now expecting some sort of good and deep pullback that is enough to hit your target. If you have entered right here at this bearish engulfer, expect some good push down and then a push back up from this level of anchor. Last one, we have crude oil. As mentioned in my first part of the video, that we had this bearish engulfer and the price pushed nicely down, hitting all the targets. 65.76 goes up to 67.88 is an area I'll be looking at for my possible trades. Now either just a double bottom pattern, that could be a major double bottom from where the price will likely to head high. Now if the price hit my green zone, forms double bottom here or forms a bullish engulfer here, in that case I'm gonna go long. But risky entry, still a valid entry. But if the price forms double bottom here, a very good entry. Now at this point, it is just a pullback. It could go up to 20 or 50 EMA and possibly rejection from 50 EMA followed by bearish engulfer. If we have that, I'm gonna go short. So I'm expecting a bearish engulfer soon. Once I see that, I'm gonna go short till we get an entry condition right here. So bearish trades only until we get a bullish conditions. So that's it for the commodities, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. But if you're someone who really want to learn full systematic way of trading, and if you want to invest on your own self, for that it is moneymarkers.uk. Just a one-time investment for you, a premium plan which is not expensive. With that you get these two plans free, and that is a lifetime plan. You're ready to lose thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars, but you're not ready to learn the skill that actually make money for you. Without learning, you're just gonna browse around and lose again and again. Choose one mentor. If you follow someone else, make sure you learn first before you jump on to the live market. So it is something you want to look if you want to learn full trading system. With that, you get full mentorship from me with access of Discord group as well. Make sure you watch a video right here that will explain you what to expect from the course. So that's it for this week, guys. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.